what you did for me. Who said I was perfect? Don't look at the surface. I'm not the one looking for empathy. Locking. I got some people that's watching. Locking. Lost in the rhythm, I got it. Rocking. Baby, I know you got options. Because I want you. I need you. Look at my baby, I know she a keeper. What are you scared of? She's so prestigious. I call her star, baby. Tell me, have you seen?
Welcome to the EMP podcast, where we talk about entrepreneurship, the mindset, and purpose. Where hustle meets strategy. We have, different age groups. We bridge the gap. We talk about, the good, the bad, and the ugly in business. Hosted by JP and PJ. We got a returning guest, Chris Luna, founder of Evolving by Conscious Design. He's a returning guest. What?
EBCD.
Yeah,
for short.
EBCD. And then we have James Hill. It's a little inside joke.
Don't say Hall.
Anyways, though. Yeah, which is the founder behind RizDAO and Everything AI. Welcome to the show, James.
You know, what's the difference between a hall and a hill?
You tell me.
You walk on a hall.
The
die
A,
on a
the
hill.
A and the I.
Yeah,
That's why he's Everything AI.
the hall doesn't give you options of where to go. You have to go through the path. With the
Right.
hill,
You got to
gives you a
go
view.
up.
Yeah,
And it
gotta go,
gives you a view. I like that
And you can
perspective.
go anywhere from there.
Bro, we're making new shit up as it comes along.
Shoot.
So, how did you guys meet?
Yeah, so I mean, I was
Hey, look, tell the camera, not me.
I was on
That's crazy.
eHarmony. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
That's what we kind of asked it, right? Like,
FarmersOnly.com, right?
That was yeah, no, it's funny. So just how most relationships meet nowadays, right, on Instagram. I was posting content about solar and sales, and we had kind of came up with this new way of selling solar, which was including home improvement projects into the solar project. And because the financing was so easy to qualify for, we were building what in Spanish we call them palapas. How is it?
Gazebo?
Gazebos, yeah.
Mhm.
Gazebos
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times they didn't have space too. So we kind of did it out of necessity first. It's like, okay, you don't have enough space for the solar. We could build a structure, which is a gazebo. We'll put the panels on there. And then now you have a place to hang out with your family. And then people just started loving it. And so we started, we kind of created that new way of selling, that poster about it. And James hit me up and he wanted to learn kind of that strategy of selling. And that's why I think like this guy's such an action taker. He drove, I didn't think he was going to go to Eagle Pass, which was where I was. And he drove from DFW to Eagle Pass, which is like a 8-hour drive. And he stayed with me at my house. And, we went knocking doors and, we sold some deals. And ever since then, we're just like became best friends. And we were partnered in that business for a while and then kind of split up because of our other partners. But we still.
Wow.
Out of
became
curiosity,
friends.
what percent chance did you think he wasn't going to drive up?
I didn't think he was gonna go like at all. Like I thought like it was like a
0.
yeah. And then he was just like I'm on my way. He sent me like a screenshot of the. He was like halfway through. They're like San Antonio. He was already like 4 hours to the drive. I was like, damn, this guy's.
Oh, he's
Dang.
coming.
Yeah. So it made me like instantly have respect for him because it's like a lot of people
They say it.
yeah, and they don't actually do it. And he's just like, he's like, I was like, yeah, come through. I mean, it's kind of far, right? But. And he just
So
went.
slid in the DMs. Well,
That's
I'm sorry.
crazy.
Anyways, though.
Hey, don't do
But-
that.
He said it was
Pretty
Instagram.
much. No, he reached
it was
out.
OnlyFans, bro.
Oh, man. But so you reached out, and then after y'all started chatting for a second, like within a week, you were driving to him or what?
Yeah, I would say it's about a week.
Golly, you're a beast.
Bro, I came from Arizona when I was knocking doors out there, like 11-hour days, like training teams. We had what was called like van leaders. So like the company would buy us like those big Chrysler, like not big, but it was like small Chrysler minivans.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pack like 8 people in there, and then you all go to a hood and you just like let everybody out, and everyone
Damn,
just goes.
I didn't realize we're doing it in the
Oh,
hood now.
it was the hood. Trust me, downtown Phoenix. No, but then you just let everybody get out, right? And they go knock, or they go sit on a bench, or they go to the gas station and freaking pussy out because they get told no too many times, right? So then you just go out there, you knock doors, you get your face beat in, you get guns pulled on you, and you get sales, right?
You know,
It's just part
no,
of it.
I had that experience for 3 months. I mean, I did solar sales. I'm pretty sure I told you this part.
No, you didn't tell me this
No?
part. Tell me.
Did I tell you?
He's
I don't
done
even
so
know,
much
bro.
at
Look at this
the
guy
age of
clip
18.
farming, bro.
Okay, so when I was 15, I applied for a solar company called Lumio HDX. They're out of
Oh,
Florida.
that's the worst one.
I know it's the worst one. I was 15. What choice did I have?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I didn't have many choices then, man.
No, and they're the worst like ethically, but they're the best. They're the best recruiters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
For sure.
I went to Jordan Belfort training here in Dallas.
yeah. So I think like I did so like so basically what happened was I was hired in Florida where it's legal for a 15-year-old to do solar sales
Sick.
at 15,
Hmm.
but then I got transferred here because I live here, but it's illegal in Texas.
They didn't care.
They didn't, well, I didn't tell them
'Cause you
I
got
was tall
hired.
enough.
Yeah, I bet.
I was tall enough, so like
How tall are you, PJ?
right now I'm 6'5".
6'5". Okay.
Then I was probably 6'6".
6'6".
No,
just 6
just
foot.
6 foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was tall
In
enough. They're
3
like,
years, he's grown what,
Good enough.
5-6 inches.
they're like, good enough. You're tall enough. And then like we went and like did solar sales. Now, did I make any sales? I made like 6 of them, but it was chill.
Did you get paid?
That's where the legal part comes in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went in. I was doing that out there, but it came to a certain conclusion where the Arizona just had gotten just battered up, just like hit too hard. And I came to Texas. I went to Lubbock, and I just knocked my own door, sold my own deals. They didn't even give me leads because I was like the youngest one on the team, and I just transferred companies. And I sold, I think it was like 5 deals in 5 days, so like one every single day. All of them installed, all of them paid. It was like $50K, and I was like, I'm moving to freaking Texas. So then I come here and go to Frisco, and I just got the doors like slammed in my face. People would like quote shop. There's a lot of Indians out there. I don't know if you ever sold Indian before.
Hello.
Hello. That's exactly. And you get in and, they just like, what's your best price? But then you learn how to actually like sell them and it works out. But I could not get a sale in like 6 months. I got down to like my last, like I'd say like $100 in my bank account. And then just seeing like Chris online, I just saw him like taking action. He was actually out there posting content, actually on the doors. And when you get low enough, you're like, I just need to surround, or that's how I am at least, just need to surround myself with other people doing this exact same thing. So that's what I did. Just saw him and knew he was doing it. Even though maybe social media is deceiving, I was like, I'm going to force him to do it if I go out there. So
We
just
did
went
force
out
me
there.
to do it one day when I was super hungover. He's like, "Come on, bro! You said you were gonna teach me how to knock." I was like, "All right, let's go." And that's when we closed that first deal.
Yep, that first deal.
I had an exciting start.
Dude, I was so hungover. I was like, I was like fighting through that deal. I was fighting myself, but we close it.
I think everybody went out. There's, what is it called? Piedras Negras?
Yeah.
Like right there on the
Mexico.
border of Mexico. And like they all went out to the club, and I was like, I'm just gonna stay home because like I just want to get up in the morning and knock. And then I think everybody was asleep, right? We're like the only ones who went out.
Yeah.
And so it's
He
like,
forced you to go out.
you coming to work? I mean, you go to work and then everyone goes to party. It's like, what are you celebrating for? I feel like there's nothing to celebrate, right?
What's his name? Oh, actually, I can't say this on podcast. I'll tell you after.
So James, where were you born and raised?
El Paso, Texas. Like this little place actually is like right below El Paso, Texas, called Anthony, New Mexico. But like you cross the
scoot up just a little
you
bit
cross
so they
the
can-
border like to check the mailbox, and then you're in Texas. So I was in New Mexico, and then you cross the border, you're in El
That's
Paso.
close to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes away.
I've been around your block. before.
Really?
Yeah. I had no business being out there, but hey,
Can I ask what you're doing, or is that a little?
somebody. It was a fly me out.
Whoa!
Oh.
Wow!
I had to investigate the business out there.
Nice.
Some plumbing business, So I don't.
You smell
anyway.
some bullshit?
Huh?
You smell some bullshit?
I mean, they just wanted me to evaluate some of the employees, and if I didn't like them, he said, "Hey, if you want them fired, just let me know." He
When I'm
just
gone, let me know.
yeah.
They gone.
But yeah, that's why I was out there, you know. But I liked it. Um, so
you want charge?
El Paso, Texas.
It didn't die. It was
Um,
the SD card.
Oh,
got
for real?
full. Yeah.
Damn.
when did entrepreneurship? When did your journey start? Like as a young, I mean, you're still young. How old are you? Like 20,
23.
23?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just turned
but,
23 on Thanksgiving.
My goodness.
Every like 6 years it lands right on Thanksgiving. It's like you either get family, get food, birthday. It's fire.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro. I mean, though, when I was very young, I realized I did not like getting told what to do. Like from a very young age, like I think nobody does, but like some of us don't like it
Mhm.
more than others.
Right.
So, it got to the point like I worked a lot of other jobs, like sales jobs, restaurant. I've worked like scumbag jobs.
And what age are we talking about? Is this your teenage years? What?
15 and a half, 16.
So you just had that fire in you, like, hey man, I'm sick of whatever I'm learning in the school systems and stuff. Like, I don't like to be told what to do. What?
Not in the school system, but like just at like working a regular job. Like when I got my first job at a car wash, right? And that crap was just like,
Heck no.
yeah. But it was cool, man. Learned a lot of stuff, even about sales, right? You know those fast passes that you put on your windshield?
Mm-hmm.
Like we were selling those. Like people would come in and we'd like try to hard close them, like right there, and they pull up, and then you just like talk with them a little bit, and you're like, how many times do you come to the car wash? And you try to do the math, and you're like, oh, you come 3 times a year, nice. Well, the membership's this, and you try to like,
And this was all
Get
natural
them.
for you, or
Did
did,
they
you
pay
have some
commission for
kind of?
that?
yeah,
My
they pay
bad.
commission, but it was
Ah,
like
okay.
small commission.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, that was like the first like $2,000 week that I ever had, and I knew like sales was it, like 100%. But
Damn, made 2,000 in a week in a car wash.
yeah, bro,
Oh shit!
it's fire.
Damn, how much were you
I
making?
need to go. I need to go work in that car wash. I was kidding.
Yeah, no.
Damn, as a 16-year-old, that's
That was
fire.
the first smell of like sales money that I
Blood
had. I
right
was
there.
like, yeah. But again, you're still being told what to do. There's this thing called cleaning the pit, and you know that when the cars go through the tunnel, and then like all the dirt falls in the middle.
Mhm.
So like every like week, you'd have to like some of the team members have to like volunteer to like go clean that crap. Like you just like you're under somebody else's control no matter what. And the fact that I ended up getting fired from that job, and because I like did a cash deal with this lady like at the fast pass joint. But anyway, but I just didn't want. I wanted to control the chips, right? So then you keep working your way up the ladder, and you see that every business is exactly the same. It's all controlled by marketing, sales, operations, and it's just a matter of
So how
learning all
many?
those.
So how many jobs did it take you to just be like, hey, I got to run my own stuff? It was just that one job, or what happened after like you transitioned from the car wash, got fired from the car wash?
I went and worked at a restaurant, dishwasher. COVID happened, and that's when I found Cutco knives online on whatever it's called. What's the
Craigslist or what?
No, not Craigslist. What's the other
Indeed.
one? Indeed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like I sat through one of the webinars. I sold like a few like knife sets to my family. So it was like sales. It just like kept like calling my name,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there,
Selling
started-
knives.
yeah. Bro, those Cutco knives are fire. I don't know if I wouldn't own any other knives. I actually do own other knives, but like if it was up to me,
Just contradicted himself immediately.
Well, I mean,
I
when
wouldn't
you're
know them.
educated about it, you'll be like, man, this is actually a quality product.
they have like a 30-year warranty. Anything that you can send them back, they'll sharpen them for you. Crazy, bro. Like they'll replace it if it breaks. You just send it back. They send you a brand new one. It's a good product.
See?
Cutco's a great product. Those some sharp knives.
Yeah, you just buy like 10 of them, and then
I just did a whole ad for Cutco. I should charge them for that.
So
Send it to him with a watermark.
hey, you want this?
Put the Sora watermark right over there.
Hey, we want 10%. It's on our podcast.
Done.
Everybody makes money.
But what's it called?
then you said COVID hit. As far as being a dishwasher, did you ever become a host or get into a server? Because it seems like you would, give somebody a good time or be a good hostess.
No,
A host.
I didn't. I moved my way up to busser.
A busser.
A
Okay.
busser,
You
yes.
went up one time.
Up once, yeah. And then COVID
He
hit.
went
and I
up the
was-
hill, not the hall.
I don't think James would be a good host.
I don't think he would.
He's too bossy.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. But tip me 20%.
He's
Nothing
like, you
less.
sit there.
I actually learned something crazy, and if anybody listening that's a server should take this, but one of the best things you can do if you are a server is when you go to like give them the bill, right? Do you know
Mhm.
how like you've probably seen this before? You get like a mint like put on your like bill before, like if you ever go to like a nice restaurant. Have you guys ever had that happen?
Yeah.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden. So what the smart servers do is they'll put like, let's just say there's 4 people eating at a table, they'll put 2, and then they'll realize there's 2 other people, and they'll go back once you've like are about to pay and everything, and they'll give you 2 more mints, and then people will be like, oh dang, that was like a really nice gesture, I'm gonna tip more. And that's like one of the biggest like not known techniques in serving that I've learned. I learned that on another podcast. But anyway, I think that's freaking fire because it's like they're like, I don't know, just puts them in that mindset of like, oh dang, they actually cared and they like thought of me. They thought of
How,
another person.
Came back.
I would ask, like, how much of sales did you learn from like book knowledge, mentors, and then also like experience? Like, what ratio was that? Like, speak on that.
It's got to be like 10% like book knowledge and like 90 street because you have to be out there talking to people. You have to know what
Mhm.
actually drives them and what actually they care about, what things you can say, the tonality of your voice, the shifts, the pauses that actually get them to listen versus like just, you know, toning you out altogether.
In one ear, out the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, you book readers or people that want to read up on all the information and stuff and not be about that action, you got to just get out there and grind and learn on the go, huh?
100%.
And if you're in business, decided for like 3 months, I just decided to be stuck in the rhythm of I don't know enough, right? So to the founders, startups out there, I would just start because I spent 3 months trying to just learn everything about it, but you don't learn that much when you're trying to learn it. If you go do it, literally within 2 weeks of me starting, I was just like, oh well, here's the shit I was trying to learn.
Yeah, and like what I said last time on the podcast is the most data rich information is the one that you get from your actions and from your own failures, right? And then because that'll give you even the insight on what books to read because you're like, oh wait, I don't know how to do this specific thing, right? Because you could just go read books, but when you get the feedback from your own actions and how the market reacts to you and whatever you're trying to do, then you'll need to know what information it is that you're missing. But like you don't know what you don't know until you start. So it's like you start, you see what you're missing, you go find that information, and you take that information, you implement it, and then you get some feedback, you perfect it, and then you keep going from there.
So James, what do you
Cycle
think
back.
the biggest mistake you made is? Biggest failure point, biggest mistake?
I would say just not trusting the process and like trying to like control things that are out of my control would be the number one thing that I did wrong. Like it still do wrong to this day. And like, but I've been trying to like for example, like today, like I woke up and 12 o'clock, like there's this client we've been working our ass off for, but he charged back on Stripe 5K. He probably charged back another 5K. That's like $10,000. And I just like, got to just like sucker punch that and just like keep going and just like stay level headed and just know like, hey, I did everything that was in my control and I need to just keep going. And so like being, old me would have just been like trying to control the process. I would let it ruin my entire day. And I mean, there's stuff that, I've gone through that will make a grown man cry any day. And then you see that you can cry about it or just like get up and realize that no one's going to save you but God and, yourself. So that's probably the biggest mistake I ever made.
Buddy.
Yeah. Let her freaking cry. Well, I'm just thinking about all the work.
It's okay.
I'm just thinking about all the work that I did for this freaking client, bro, right now. Freaking crazy. People suck. But, he probably needed it more than I did. Probably needs the money more than I did. So he's got to like, I would say that's the biggest thing. What about you?
Biggest mistake I made?
Biggest mistake you've ever made in business so far in your 40 years of
In my
business?
40 years of business. I'd say, one of them I just said, like just failing to start, right? That's the major one. But beyond that, I think it's, everyone hates my arrogance levels. I'm just way too arrogant. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like everyone's like, oh, you need to tone it down, and I'm like, no. That's
No.
I feel like everyone hates that part, but I'm just like, I am who I am. And if you go look at, anyone that is trying to go to the level I am, like I've met a couple of them, they're like, oh, actually, you're not arrogant enough. I've literally, I won't say who specifically, but if you know my goals, um, I've met a couple of them at one of the events I went to over at Vid Summit. It's a place for content creators and top 1%, but a lot of sponsors show up and the richer side of things, above 8 figures, almost 9 figures. I showed up and they're like, "You're not arrogant enough." And like, if the person that you're trying to be is them and they're telling you you're not arrogant enough, it's one of those things where like everyone's mad about it, but who you want to be is telling you you're not arrogant enough, right? So I think people need to learn to ignore everyone else. So if you're going to listen to someone, it's going to be someone that has the level of power that you're trying to get into, not everyone else around you. So I think that's something else I have to learn for a bit. Like I was trying to on like a call like with a plug and play investor. Honestly, it was a shitty call to begin with, but he was like, "Oh, you're too arrogant. You need to chill down." And I'm like, I try to tone it down, but it just wouldn't tone out. And then after that call, I was just like, fuck this. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I'm just gonna keep going. But I think you gotta stop worrying about what everyone else cares about. Took me a minute to get over that too.
What do you think the biggest difference between ego and arrogance is?
Okay, so ego is not being able to take advice. Like if you gave me advice and I said no to it, that's ego,
Okay.
right? But me being arrogant and being confident, I think people overstate that part. I can be very confident about it. Like that call I had with him, I was very confident in myself on that I could make it.
Mhm.
Right? He was like, "Oh, what if you don't?" And I'm like, "I'll make it. It doesn't matter. I'll do it."
Mm.
Right? So I think as long as you're willing to learn from people that are already better than you now, aka you, James, Luca, Jonathan, like all of you guys know more than me.
Luca?
Luca?
Luna.
Luna, it's like with you. But as long as you're willing to learn from people that are better than you, but still have that that arrogance.
Well,
You don't
is
have
it
any ego.
arrogance or confidence? I mean,
It's a mix of both for me.
I just looked up the definition of arrogant because I wasn't too sure what the actual definition
What is
was.
the actual definition? I'm actually
So
curious.
it's having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or abilities.
That was arrogance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a mix of both. 50-50 on confidence and arrogance. For me specifically.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I don't know how I feel about being. I'll take confident for sure, and because I've had that on like calls when I do. It's like, okay, you're like, I could tell you're very confident about what you're talking about.
Right.
I would say if I could give you some constructive criticism, is I mean right now when I was trying to tell you the YC and it's obviously something that you're knowledgeable in because more than I am, but you tried to guess to maybe prove that you were right,
No, I was
and
just-
I was trying to explain and you interrupted me like 2 times. So sometimes you have to let other people show their skills and their confidence or their knowledge, right? And
Right. So like
and-
that one, I was just like, I wanted to guess. I was just like, what's up? It's fine.
yeah.
We
But
need to
one-
see
one-
your face while you're talking.
I can't be any more faceless.
But one thing
Um,
in sales, it's good to be arrogant and confident. But if you want to sell someone, they have to feel understood and listened to as well. If it's
Right.
like a partnership or a sale or something that you're trying to make.
Yeah.
So it's always like in sales, it's you want to be the person talking the least and asking the most questions. Because also from just a data standpoint, whoever talks the most gives up the most information, and whoever asks the most questions then gets the most information.
Yep.
So if we're in a negotiation, you're being arrogant. You're telling me every single thing about what you can do, your company. That's just feeding me to be able to then overcome all of that. And you don't know anything about me, right? Unless what you've researched or whatever
Yeah.
it is. So
But that was a different call altogether. That was just him being very abusive. But,
yeah, it depends on the situation. But that
but-
would just be, my advice is like, I like to be underestimated, right? When in rooms, right? I like to be the one that has the most information on everyone else, and then everyone's like, okay, what does this guy do? Why is he here, right? Or like, and then you build that curiosity.
Everyone's always underestimating me. They're like, "Oh, you're 18. What do you know?" You know.
Yeah. I see from that
Yeah.
standpoint how you kind of have to, but again, like you can also show your expertise or your confidence or your knowledge on something by asking questions and the quality of the questions that you ask. Like this might not even be relevant, but today I went to a daycare for my daughter that we're thinking of, putting her in a daycare. And obviously I prepared and, just with AI. So I had all these list of questions.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the director said how no one had ever asked the questions, right? I had asked. And she was just very impressed, right? So like obviously also because for me it's like if I'm gonna put my daughter in here, I need to know if how you guys are gonna help her cognitively develop, emotionally,
Yeah.
and physically, right? And then just even that statement, she was like, wow, yeah, no one's no one's like said that either. And then sometimes so when you ask questions and the quality of questions that you ask also is a way to, kind of impress people and show your knowledge, right? Because it's like my knowledge about what you're doing. And then depending on the answers that they give you will lead up to your next questions that no one has ever asked them before, right? And then especially again, if you're with what you're trying to do, talking to big businesses, they're probably used to everyone just pitching them and used
Right.
to arrogant people. And it's like a Kanye thing. So it could be like, obviously Kanye's.
So, on that sector for me, it's actually right. So they're used to people pitching them, but no one's used to them being their peer. So what tends to happen for me is that call's a miscellaneous call. But in general, what tends to happen is whenever you're a peer of that person, they're more likely to be open and listen. And you got to tell them that you're not selling anything. And that's another thing. Like for me specifically, I never go to sell on the call. I go to ask for advice. Like I use Hubble.social. I don't know if you guys heard of it. So Hubble.social, it like you can book 15-minute, 30-minute, 1-hour calls for
Okay.
like prices, right? It's like experts, right? Or like intro.co.
What's kind of like the Minect or Memect, right? That
Yeah,
like
pretty
Patrick
much.
David's
Yeah.
trying to, I don't know if he created it or
No,
not.
he didn't create it, but I
Okay.
think it was like I think his last name's like Hubbridge or something. But like he basically made it, and he made it so like people can just book time. Damn, that I literally heard that. It's
I
loud.
know that was loud, huh?
And I just started booking time with all the VCs and people like that. And I'm like, all right, let's do a mom test on them. Right, I did a
Oh.
mom test.
A mom test? What's that?
Okay, if you go to your mom with the business idea, she's gonna say, "Yes, honey, that's great," right?
Yeah.
Um,
I hope so. No, I'm kidding.
So the point is, if you ask your friends if it's great, everyone's gonna say it's great, unless you have a trusted circle that's gonna be, hey, that's fucking bullshit,
yeah.
right? But not everyone has that. But if you go to your parents, they're like, oh, that's great, just to hype you up.
Yeah.
But if you go to random strangers, they have no reason to hype you up.
Right.
Right. So if you go do a mom test, which basically it's a set level of questions to ask them what they did in the past.
Mhm.
Right. And that they answer those like truthfully because they have no reason to lie because they don't know you. Right.
Mhm.
So when you do that mom test, you get the past answers. And then at some point in time, if you ask the right mom questions, you'll convince that person, okay, I've answered these questions and now I'm curious to the point I have to ask, what are you actually building? So
Yeah.
after about 15 minutes, which is an average mom test, which is, 6 questions, it should take about 15 minutes. 6 to 8 questions takes about 15 minutes. After those 8 questions, they should be at the point where they ask, okay, what are you doing? Because I actually want to know now.
Right.
And after that point, then you explain it because they feel like it's their control.
Yeah.
And I never asked them, hey, do you want to use this? Right. I simply asked them, if you could take a magic wand, fix these problems, what would you do? and they tell my idea for me because it's an investor, and if you could fix it with a wand, they pitch me of what I'm building for me.
Yeah.
And
So
whenever
you
I
do
s-
go in asking questions.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
with the mom test.
What are
right.
the questions?
Let's change them up for you, right? What are the problems that you have in your life right now when it comes to your business? Name me one problem.
Probably talent acquisition.
Talent acquisition. Okay. Where? What problems in talent acquisition? Are you having trouble finding people? Having trouble, figuring out, are they the right fit? Are they the right, person for you or for your right team? Like culturally, like what are we talking about? Because or pricing or paying, like what are we talking about specifically?
Mm, yeah, I would say. I mean, my I guess problem is because I focus mostly on the Spanish speaking market,
Okay.
and then some like James gave me a referral and he speaks English, so I'm like, if I onboard him, I'm gonna have to do the support and everything, right? Or is this
Right.
gonna be not as great?
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh,
you're looking for Spanish speakers for your business.
Yeah.
Right. Um,
Dang, so that's why you didn't want to sell him.
That's what I kind of thought about it, but no, he's chill. I think I will.
You ask him,
But what are the other questions?
hable español.
and I'm trying to convert the questions from mine to your specific topic. But if you could like pick, right? Like say, there's say there's 50 applicants that you have, like theoretically, right? What would be the most important thing that you need from that person other than speaking Spanish? Like, does it need to be cultural? Does it need to be like sales, or like what's the perfect combination of a person?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm hiring like a video editor, right? So, I guess just experience in editing, converting content that converts.
Right.
I mean, so I'm making all of them
right.
edit a video. Let's see.
So, like, if you
It's like
had a
their
magic
test.
tool, right, what would you do to fix all of that?
Mm,
Like, if you could build something, right? If you had to build something to fix that issue for yourself, because you both are builders,
hmm
what's that one magic tool you would build?
I mean, I built like a funnel, right, where they go in, they watch a VSL, and I kind of explain what I'm looking for, and then there's a button where they download a Google Drive, and then there's projects they can pick from, edit one, and then they submit it in the page. So I mean, I kind of just did a simple,
You did a simple
quick
one. So,
solution.
right. And, usually,
But ideally, I would have someone else do that, and
Right.
I wouldn't have to do it,
Um,
which is the other talent acquisition part.
now, if I had a longer time to figure out the right questions, I could do it effectively. But
So they're not
I'd-
set questions; they're like based on the.
They're
first-
based on that person that I have to do research on before the call and make
Yeah.
sure they're specialized for that person. Otherwise, it doesn't convert. Right.
Right.
Like right now, I can't do it right now because I have to on the spot.
Yeah,
Right. And I know you, but I don't know you.
Right.
And I haven't done enough research on your business or anything like that to do the conversion. But for you, I'd be like, okay, well, guess what? I actually have a tool called Ikigai that basically, does the recruiting for you. Like we find the people, we'll find the Spanish speakers. We can also get, we also do the interviews for you. You can select what behavior, what's their psychology, what like level of videography they do, what level of editing they have, and we also proof test it for you. Like if they say, "Oh, we have 5 years in editing," prove it. We force them to prove it and they have to provide us proof, and we make sure that they have proof for you. And that's something I would give to you and be like, okay, is that something of like what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Is that something what you're looking for?
Hmm.
Right. So then I would be like, okay, cool. And I'll let you. So like this is what we're actually building. Right. And that's the kind of pitch I would go into. And by the way, that's a real product.
Mid podcast, we just decided we were just gonna start recording some ads, so that's part of it. So
Most med spa owners don't know is that instead of paying an agency, $3K, $5K a month, and not really having control over what ads are being shown, they can literally have an AI. There's one called Everything AI, and it does everything from creating the content with AI characters, photos, videos, all synchronized with what your med spa actually does. And it runs those ads for you. So it optimizes daily on the ads manager. So you don't even have to really go in there and do optimizations like targeting or anything like that. The AI does everything for you. And then it even has a voice AI agent that calls all the leads as soon as they opt in, and it books them on your services, whatever the offer is, and it even helps you create an offer too. But it's pretty crazy because most med spa owners are still paying agencies, and they're not really even getting that great results. So they could try out everything AI, and they'll get better results for less than what they're paying their marketing agency. Nice. See, I mean, it doesn't seem like you're being too arrogant if you're just standing
So
like
the guy I was on call with, he's just a dick. So
that.
I'll explain that afterwards. I don't want to do that
Yeah.
on call.
The guy.
But
just say the guy.
yeah, the guy. I'll tell you after call because I don't want it recorded.
He's watching the podcast. He's
Maybe.
like, he's like, I know they're talking about me.
But like that's what I would do if I was more prepared for this. Right, I would
Right.
have the right questions for you to ask me. What are you building?
Yeah.
And once you say that, that's it. You're sold at that point.
You know what a chameleon
makes
is?
Like you're talking about like one of them, like lizards.
Yeah, the lizards that like they blend into like
Yeah.
whichever environment they go into.
Yeah.
So like in sales, you have to be a chameleon, and you have to be able to like navigate like no matter what the conversation is, because you're gonna talk to like all the different types of people. You're gonna
Right.
have like whatever you're selling doesn't really matter. It's like the buyer's gonna be different. I mean, almost every time, but there's still like 5 different types of buyers, right? So there's like the owl personality. The owls, they're like very. What do you think of when you think of an owl?
Night owl.
Like
Nighttime.
wise.
Wise.
Yeah.
Wise takes a while to like make a decision. And then there's the I think it's the wolves, right? It's like the
I thought it's the whales.
Yeah,
Nah.
I never really studied that.
Oh, you talking
It's-
about the different
what are
personalities?
the
I know
three
there's a
different?
bear.
What are the
Shark.
5 different types of personalities in
Oh, like-
sales? There's
like
the owls.
shark?
There's the
The shark, the people
wolves.
that are blood seekers, they're like straight, direct. You have the sea urchin.
Yeah, and it's like
You have the
bear.
whale, the one that
the owl.
has like the big heart.
analytical. The wolf is the driver, so they're fast, they're dominant, they want control.
Okay.
So you want to like give them the control. So like that guy probably like based on just what you've told me so far, like he's a wolf, right? So he's like based off like efficiency. His weakness is like impatience. So he's like impatient with decision making and also like impatient with people as a whole. So
Yep.
with that, the closing method is like direct ROI, authority, positioning, and like a fast path to the outcome. And then there's the lamb that's rational. So they're cooperative, they're warm, they value harmony. So the closing method for that,
champion.
That's
pilot.
you.
that's you,
That's probably
can
my
see that.
champion pilot.
the lamb. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you close them? Trust building, support, shared outcome framing. And then there's the lion. They're the visionary. So their vision, their closing method for them is vision selling. So,
Sell the
visionary.
vision.
And then transformation framing. And then there's the vulture. What do you think of when you think of a vulture?
Shit, eat some.
They're
taker.
savages.
They're
That's
savages,
what I
like-
think. Like they'll take anything.
What's to say?
It says they're the skeptic. So the guarded, suspicious, assumes you're selling something, and their motivator is protection and risk reduction. Their weakness is, what's the word? How do you spell? It's CYNI.
Cynical.
Cynicism.
Let me see it.
Cynicism.
Cynicism.
Cynicism blocks opportunity. So the close method is radical transparency, risk mitigation, social proof, and show logic. So yeah, you have to be a chameleon. You have to figure out of those 5 that I just read, like who am I selling,
Right.
and then know they're actually close method. That's some sauce.
Well, so
That's some
here's the
sauce.
thing, right? I wasn't expecting to have that question asked on call, right? So I wasn't prepared for it. But like, if we were to do it, like,
What did he ask you?
Who?
The guy.
which?
Or what question?
I thought we were talking about you.
So you're going into defense mode again, brother.
No, I'm just confused on what we're talking about. So we're talking about that guy?
No, in general.
What are
in
you talking about?
sales.
In general in sales,
I'll tell you what I was talking about. I was
Okay.
talking about like you're like, oh, it's on the spot. Like I had to come up with it on the spot. If I was prepared, then I would have been able to sell you, right?
right.
So the fact of like always being prepared is like, okay, if you had to associate the 5 different personalities that I just said with Chris, which one do you think he is?
I think like more like lamb, maybe.
So warm and fuzzy personality.
What do you think? JP, you're nodding.
Say the 5 animals one more time.
He's
No,
gonna
because
be so-
Wait, hold on, hold on.
All right, give me a
No,
second.
just
Okay,
give me
listen.
Just say the animals, not the. You don't have to
Description.
explain the descriptions.
Okay.
I want to hear the.
The owl, the wolf, the lamb, the lion, the vulture.
I would give him like a owl head, wolf's body.
So
He's very like wise,
okay.
but then as far as the wolf personality is like he's very direct too.
Driver.
Yes, he's like a driver. So
ROI.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I see, like a owl head with a wolf body.
I'll take that compliment.
Yeah.
So how would you have closed them?
For Chris.
Mm-hmm.
So one, I don't close people that aren't in my target sector, right? So he's not my target sector, so I would never have to officially close him ever, right?
Okay.
I would have to give him, I would give him a visionary of what the product could be like, because
Gotcha.
I'm not the founder of that company, right? So I'd be like, hey, this is the vision, this is what it could be, and this is what it could do for you,
Mm,
right? And then I schedule a call. Like I'll get him like 25% there, so he has information of what's going on. But then I'd be like, hey, I don't want to overshadow this product, right? I can't tell you everything about this product because I don't know enough about it. I'd love to schedule a call with the actual founder so you can have a one-on-one with him
mm,
and the founder can close him. That's what
mm,
I would do because I will never sell his product as well as he can.
gotcha.
Just as well
Because
as
he's like you're pairing the founders with
I'm-
investors, right?
So for me, I'm pairing the investor to the platform. I'm selling the vision to the investor, right? Every investor is always focused on the vision,
Right.
but they're different. So like you said, there's the 5, right? Now every investor is a different kind, but what they all have is all of them have the long-term vision ingrained in them. It's just who they are because they're a VC. Everyone wants to look, okay, what could be possible in the future,
Makes sense.
right?
That makes
So that's how I sell them. I'm like, here is the entire idea, right? And I keep them included in that pitch. Like for a VC, if I were to actually do like a sales call with them, James, you get to be the investor today. I'd be like, hey, what's up? And then you'd say, hey, and then I forgot what, like, do you guys use Airtable, CSV? Like, what do you guys use for your CRM?
CRM we use high level and custom one that we built.
Okay, so high level, right? So
Mhm.
you'd be able to plug in high level into my platform,
Mm.
right? We go across horizontal lines, and then we create memos based off the data that you provide us, right? Say there's 10,000 companies that you provide us. We create memos off all 10,000 within 5 minutes, right? But then what we do is we take the email and we email the founder saying, hey, the EMP podcast is inviting you to Prospexia Ventures to due diligence, right? And basically the founder, if they decide to join, they would join the platform, at which point we would, do basic interview questions. And then we have a 200 quantitative test, which the founder has to complete, but it's also optional. They can skip it if they want, but they don't get scored as well. So once they do the 200 questions, then we have you guys heard of Bordy?
No.
No. Bordy is an AI call that just calls you and like gets to know you as a person. And basically we would use that same function and we'd, call up the founder and be like, hey, what's up? We'd ask, 5 baseline questions. And can I ask how old you are, James? You said 22, right? Or
23.
We'd ask you, explain your life story from 0
At
to
least
23.
Tiki knows my age. He doesn't know how to say my last name, but it's all good.
He's
Okay, go
learning.
ahead. Go ahead.
Right. So we
That was good. That's good.
um,
That's good.
we basically ask you to explain your life from 0 to 23, right?
Uh-huh.
And you can take 5 minutes to explain your life. You can take 5 hours. Doesn't matter. We'll take all the data. What we get from that is we get your tone, we get your behavior, we get your tone sentence structure, we get your, behavior, your psychology. It also gets harder to lie the longer you talk for, especially as long as you're talking to yourself,
Okay.
right? So we get all that data and we get
Okay.
a time frame of who you are. And then we also have do you have any CTOs or core C team,
Yeah.
C-suite team?
Yeah.
Right. So we ask you to invite them onto the platform and they do the same test you just did with the AI
It's a call.
and the same AI call.
This is like a sentiment test, and you figure out their exact behaviors and
The
everything.
behavior, their psychology, everything about them kind of psychologically, right?
That's
and we do
sick.
that same thing with your team members because it's not
Mm,
just you, it's the entire team. Because in a startup, it's not just about you, it's
correct.
the entire team,
Mhm.
especially for pre-seed. Now you're like classified as series like seed or series A. at the stage of your company, I think.
Well, ask him where are
I
you
don't
at?
know where
with
I'm
your- with-
classified at.
He's not a startup.
That's so arrogant of you to assume, bro. I'm just kidding.
Well, I have enough data about his company to give a
He
fair
does have a
understanding.
little
nah,
bit of
I'm
data.
joking.
But just to like change the topic just a tiny bit, I was just curious on this as you were saying that, you
Yeah.
know, like I don't pitch anybody who's not my ideal prospect. And I personally, just because with my business, like every single type of business owner is my prospect, no matter what. Like obviously, I
Right.
know you're very niche down, and I think niching down is awesome. But we're all young entrepreneurs, right? Probably like, you know,
Well,
definitely.
I could be your dad.
Yeah, but still, you're still.
Anyways,
Are you an old entrepreneur or are you a young entrepreneur though?
Look, we're all
that's
young.
why I'm trying to
We're,
hang
we're
around
all
y'all.
young. We're all young.
So we're young in entrepreneurship,
Right.
Young in entrepreneurship. All of us, or what do you think?
What's your
Uh,
age again?
30.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. We're all young.
Okay.
Okay, so it's my belief that like I try to take on every single type of like, especially with the way the AI is right now, like being able to literally create anything. You can just go to Claude Code, just snap your fingers, go into voice mode, freaking say I want this, and then boom, it's there, right?
Mhm.
And the fact that you can do that, I feel like you can help out every single person you talk to. So like, at what price? Like if you're giving me $10,000, I'm gonna figure out how to freaking do whatever you say. I'm gonna say that I'm an expert in whatever you said that
Right.
you wanted because of the way that AI is right now.
Right.
No, you
So,
can be. Expert in whatever you want.
So, as far as are you selling or is the AI selling? Because I know you with the everything AI, you have your AI robots or
Mhm.
callers
Agents.
calling.
Yeah.
And you know how do you guarantee your customers like quality control for how your AI agents run?
Mm. We AI is at a point right now, and I think it will always be at a point where it's just human in the loop. Like if you don't know what your agent's doing, then it's like you don't know what your business is doing. It's the same
Right.
thing with your marketing. Is like if you're not looking at the metrics and you don't know your click through rate, you don't know your CPA, you don't know your cost per lead, then like what are you doing? Just like putting money in the toilet, right? So it's like the same thing with the AI. Is like you want to know who it's calling, what's the sentiment of it, what's the transcript of the call, was it positive, what is negative, what do I want to change. So like we send the post call data over to the business owner so they know. It's like,
Nice.
okay, instead of me having to just sit there and go and guess what the AI is doing, it's like I'm gonna get a summary of email as to like all the calls that happened at night while I was sleeping for my car dealership, and then I can see, okay, John has a $5,000 down payment for a Honda Civic and he's coming in tomorrow at 5. Is like you can see that through like a summary of all the calls. Does that make sense?
I like that.
And to answer your question on why I don't just do everyone,
It wasn't a question. I was
Oh.
asking like what you guys thought about like being a young entrepreneur and being to like I don't know at what number is it that you stop taking on every project, because like right now at where I'm at in my business, like we're doing probably like a couple million ARR right now, and like I still will take on any project no matter what it is. If you pay me $10K, I'm gonna figure out to become an expert in that space. So I was saying like at what point and what level do you stop taking on any and every project?
so I already stopped.
Mhm.
Right. I don't even have like recurring ARR. Like I have projected and like waitlisted people that are willing to pay me money. I already stopped because the way I see things is you can only do so many things at once. Right? You can only learn about so many things at once. And I was doing 5 projects almost like 3 months ago. And now I'm down to, this and my actual business. And for me, I rather put like 90% effort or 110% into this and 10% into this.
Mm.
Right? So I rather put all my effort into that and that only. And when it comes to, why don't I take every kind of client for that business? Because there are various applicants. Like I could take everybody, but that removes the whole I am very niche down part. Because I'm creating a native data set, I need very specific data so the algorithm can be trained on that very specific data. That's why I niche down so much. That's why it's only venture. That's why it's only angels. And after I build that data venture set, then I'll go into private equity. Then I'll go into, all these other sectors that are available once the data set is proprietary and available and it doesn't hallucinate as much as it does right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there are progressions. It's just right now, in my opinion, I rather do one sector and one sector only while I get started, right? Once I hit, once we're live and we're, hitting 100,000 MMR, Then we'll go second sector, right? And we'll go that to maybe 50,000, and then next sector, right? That way everyone's growing at the same time, but we also niche down on one sector to make sure we're making money guaranteed, and then we niche out.
So hypothetically, I just hand you $100,000 right now, and I'm not your ideal prospect, and you're.
I would say no.
You'd say no.
I'd say no.
Okay. That's all I'm trying to get at. What about you? Like, if you're not an expert in what I want you to do for my business, let's say you do what I do. For example, you offer AI automations to businesses, and I
Mhm.
hand you $100,000 to do it. Would you go hire somebody on Fiverr to go fulfill on your behalf and take 50% of the profit?
Yes, I would. I would try to figure that out.
So now,
Yeah.
now
I
back.
mean, I
what
would,
about
I
you?
would, I would be more open minded. Like, okay, $100,000, because that's a. So when I'm thinking of $100,000, that's a high ticket client,
Mhm.
and that's a premium client. So it's like, okay, well, if he's willing to pay, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to, close that deal.
Fulfill.
So now,
So that's where I'm coming
right.
from.
So now I will say no for me because I tell him, hey, you are not my ideal client, but I'm partnered with this company called Everything AI,
There you go.
and they can help you with that,
Exactly.
right? I wouldn't just send them off, be like, no, leave, right?
Mhm.
Like if they want to do video clipping, right? I have a partnership with something called usecliply.com. They do 2 billion of views in every 3 months, right?
It's fair.
I would send you over like if they want to do clipping and they want
Free
to put,
promotion.
Yep.
Use Cliply.
yep, you use Cliply guys. If they want to do that and they want to do 10 grand, I would send them to him and I would group him on that call within them saying that. Like I would do it instantly,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he knows to respond to me because I'm like, hey, I'm only calling you if you have a client.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I tell that with anyone I have a partnership with. I'm like, hey, I will only call you if I have a partnership for you.
Mm.
And I only text you if I need to like get on a call with you for something random. So I've already instructed that to like everyone I partnered with. So they know when I'm calling them, it's not for something random.
That's scientific.
Right. So like if you were partnered with me, which I have offered you, nothing detailed to discuss yet. We'll do that later. But if I were to group you in on a call, it's because I'm calling you because I want to give you a client. Otherwise, I would text you.
That's scientific.
And that's how I deal with those clients that I can't deal with. I give them out to the people I'm partnered with because even if I don't grow, you do. That's how I do it.
What do you mean by scientific?
I don't know.
It's
I just like was half asleep and I was just thinking in my head, like my girl was just saying random stuff and I was like just talking and I was just like, it's a very scientific thought. Right. And
Well,
so then I
it's
just
process. It's a
started
good
saying
process
that.
to have.
it's like
yeah.
if you had if I had a client that wants to do taxing, the only tax attorney that I know is or not attorney, whatever you do, tax related is
Tax
Jonathan.
specialist.
Right? I would send it to Jonathan, right? And I forgot what you do. I'm sorry, but
Pretty much. I mean, not as much automation. It's more on the marketing side, so AI marketing.
yeah. So if someone wanted more marketing
The
and
goat.
they didn't want clipping and they didn't want B2B business marketing, which is another one of my partnerships, I would send them to you because I'd assume you know what the hell's going on, right? So I have that network created. So just because I can't take that high ticket doesn't mean anyone else that I know can.
Yeah.
And I get money payback on that.
So I get what you're saying. Hey, you're not my ideal client, but I do have. A
I do
partner
know
that
I do have a
would be
partner
perfect
would be perfect for you.
Let me introduce you, so you
Right.
get that. Yeah.
And I
But you
get
still
that
kind of
payback.
say yes.
I say yes to an extent, but not to take the client.
Yeah.
Right? I give it to, James, or I give it to Cliply guy. I have a 10% rebound on the Cliply.
So out of that 100,000,
I'd
you
get
just
10
taking
grand.
10.
I'd get
10%.
10%, 10 grand. Right? Now, I can't close
Finder's
them
fee, I guess.
because
Yeah, that's what's fair.
that's not my market.
Yeah.
But the person who does have the market, I get rebounds from. So
Mhm.
I wouldn't say no entirely. I would say no, but I'm like, here, let me help you out and give you to someone else that could actually take care of it knowledgeably,
Mm.
where I don't have to go learn within a week what the hell's going on.
Mm.
Now I could do the marketing and stuff, but that's also okay. How much time is this going to cost me? Yes, it's $100,000, but how much time is this going to cost me? So how much time I'm going to have to remove from working at Prospexia to work on this,
Yeah.
right? So now if it's going to take me 10 minutes to do an automation, shit, give me the money. I'll do it right now, right? But usually if they're offering you $100,000, it's usually something very complicated that you have to build. That's something you could probably build, something that James Both of you can build.
His name's Chris.
Luma and wait.
Luma.
Gosh. Bad. It's bad. It's
I'm
bad.
sorry. That both of you can build.
Heart is
Luma,
A1.
Luca. What else?
Heart is A1. Brain an F minus.
Look, man, I didn't do well in school.
Oh, gotcha. Why not?
My name is Chris.
Chris,
Chris
Luna.
Luna.
Yeah.
Luna.
James Hill.
James, Chris. I would give it to Chris or James, and probably y'all could split the money and y'all could figure something out, right? And I'd get a rebate from that. That's how I would do things because I don't have enough time to be like, okay, let me go learn all this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
that's now
smart.
two different businesses
Yeah.
now. Right.
Takes off of your main thing.
And I'd rather help people that are doing it in that industry than me just being like, okay, let me go figure this shit out in 5 minutes. Right. I'd rather give it to the professionals, aka y'all, or like my partners who already know what they want and how to get there. So I don't have to figure it out. Because what's going to end up happening is I'm going to take the money and I'm going to go pay that guy to do it anyway.
Yeah. Might as well not have the responsibility.
Yeah. Because then if he does something wrong, then it gets blamed on me.
Yeah.
But if I just go to them specifically and then they pay me, I have no legal recourse. Like I don't get in trouble. I might lose that connection if something goes wrong, but I still got paid.
Yeah.
But if it does well, they'll be like, yo, thank you so much for connecting me. Right. So that's just the way I do things. It's just easier
that's
for me.
smart.
So James,
Let's
with your company, what does the average day look like for you? Like what roles are you?
How many hats are you playing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I still play every hat in the business as far as like just like heading up from like a leadership role perspective. I still have my leaders in place, not on some like Elon Musk stuff. I heard that Elon, I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw a video that he only talks to 12 people, and all
Yes.
those 12 people are like the ones, not even the CEOs, but like his leaders that talk to the CEOs, which that's like on some real boss level stuff, right?
That almost sounds like that book Traction.
I've heard of that book. I've never read it before though.
It just helps with who reports to the top guy. So in like Traction, I think they say, it's only 3 people, 3 designated people that you build trust with to, come to talk to you, because when you're, in your company or business and you're playing every role and anybody can, depending, like if, let's say if you have 500 employees or whatever, there's no way you could, 500 employees could be always asking you questions and stuff like, wait a minute, I need to focus on this. So you would delegate. Of course, we say delegate so you can, elevate and automate or whatever.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Exactly. So I'd probably
yeah.
talk with, let's see, 5 people, and then that controls like the 60 employees that we have that have the team. So like the automation team, then he has like probably
Nice.
6 guys under him, and then the marketing team, 20 guys under him, and I only talk with like the main guy. And then I have 2 like heads of operations pretty much because we need to just for like right now in the time being.
Mhm.
So then I'll just have group chats with all of them, and I just send like voice messages through the group chats. Like they're usually on WhatsApp or Slack, and then that's it. That's all my communication is like all day is either like Loom videos or voice messages inside of there, and then that's like pretty much like controlling the company.
What is your
like
ideal client?
Ideal client.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody.
I mean,
Anybody.
I know
Hey, look,
you say
hey, look,
anybody,
they just
but
play me
said
on
it.
this.
as far
Anybody.
as business-wise, who is your ideal client?
Right now, it's med spas. I'm working with a few med spas, very, very, very successful ones. One right now that I'm working with. It's actually why I asked you guys the questions, because like she inspires me so much. It's a an older woman. She's very young in the mind and heart and body and soul, whatever. But she's
Out in Fort Worth?
no, she's in South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny enough, one of my cold callers called her and set that the appointment with the AI, and she went in. She bought her $10,000 set up $5,000 a month plan, and she's been paying us for I'd say probably like 4 or 5 months now. But she inspires me so much because she's such an action taker no matter what. So instead of like referring business, you could say, like, oh, I have this opportunity, I'm gonna go refer it. She will start a business and open up a joint venture with that specific person, like an LLC, that same freaking day, and she just takes action on it. Like today, she went and bought a cement truck, and like out of all freaking businesses,
Like, what is she doing in the trucking realm? And she's over there in med spa, but she's an action
she's
taker.
an action taker, yeah. So she's like, if the opportunity prevails and tax season's coming up and you got to put your money somewhere, it's like, okay, I'm gonna open a freaking business. I'm gonna buy a truck and I'm gonna get I'm gonna surround myself with somebody who's educated in the space, and I'm gonna open up a freaking business, a joint venture. It's like, yeah, cool partnership, referral fee, that's great, but it's like, okay, if you can just own like a piece of the cookie, just a little crumb of it, and then why not equities? Owner's equity is best all day long.
It's a quote. You'll rather take like a bite size of a watermelon than 100% of the grape. 40% of the watermelon instead of 100% of the
That's gotta
grape.
be a black joke.
You know, I think if we were to use like the YC
That's
spectrum
funny.
of things, you know, they're like, you know, we'd rather
Because
you
it's
have, you
watermelon
know,
grape,
50-50, like don't do 50-50 and just, you know, be like 90-10.
Or
Take that 10%.
that
have
52%, 51%, right?
well, it's either or, right? I just do the 90-10 because that's just the way I run things.
She's paying $5,000 or 10.
Well,
Every month.
$5,000 is one setup fee, and then the other additional
No,
5.
10K setup,
This
And
and
then
then
5K a month.
monthly.
Wow.
Yeah, monthly reoccurring.
and that's
So,
nothing for her. Like last month, she did 149. The month before that, she did 189K, and,
Right.
and her take home is like a little over $1 million a year, and that's like plenty for her.
So
right?
yeah, she
And
got
so-
good profit margins over
Yeah,
there.
and that's just one, right? We have more successful ones. I just talk with her the most, but
Yeah.
that just goes to say, so my ideal client avatar right now is the medical space, is med spas, doctors, dentists, implant specialists, people that actually, and I also like love it because you actually, it's people's health really that you're dealing with at the end of the day, and they need what you're offering. So if you can, I mean, the AI is perfect for it. They call, they
I
diagnose
don't know
their
if
issue.
someone needs Botox.
Not that's funny, but like from the med spa
Yeah.
space, but you know just the healthcare space as a whole, I love it because you're bettering people at the end of the day. Even though it's there's gray areas in every industry as you go through, even solar, even AI, even my space. I mean, there's just bad players in every single space. There's bad car dealerships, but at the end of the day, it's how are you going to serve your client? How are you going to show up for them on a day-to-day basis and set yourself apart?
What system like do you have in place for compliance issues, especially like in the healthcare industry with the HIPAA laws and consumer laws and all that crap? Anyways, like what how do you how are you compliant in that range? Because I mean, anyways, it's just a question that popped in my head.
No, it's a really good question because patient information is a
Yeah.
big thing. And the other thing that's huge as well right now is people are selling those innate-in workflows. You guys have probably seen those before online. And they'll go, I mean, this is literally happened even like I think last month I read an article of this, business getting freaking sued for this one guy, like kid just sold an innate-in workflow thinking it was HIPAA compliant. And now ChatGPT is getting all the patient's information, their social securities. I mean, ChatGPT already has so much information about people, even more than they tell their own wife or family
Oh,
member.
Sure, we
So
know.
we all know, right? So, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
there's so much you have to do from a technological standpoint is like caching like the database before it actually goes to the language model. So you're actually only getting the response. You're not saving
Yeah.
the client's information to the
Right.
to the language model, to the LLM. So there's a lot of there's just so much from that standpoint that I could get into that would probably bore a lot of people that are
Well, I
watching this,
mean,
but
you know,
it's
At the end of
Lights.
the we had Darius.
I mean, like for him, like I'm assuming
Anyways,
you
though.
got to get rid of the pie out of everything, the PII.
personal information. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we got to do that as well. Like on our stuff, like everything, especially because now you got the basic explanation of what we do. Like we got to PII everything.
But you guys
Like,
still have
what's
to
the
get
second
that
I?
information, personal information. It's just the definition.
I said
still.
PII,
Yeah, it's PII.
It's PII
Yeah.
personal information.
identification.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
wondering what that second I
I
was.
didn't even know that was
Oh
it.
no, it's literally personal
That's sick.
information.
I just learned
identification.
something new. So, but you still have to send that to the office because
Yeah.
it's their lead. So we'll cache it, send it, not send it to the language model, and then make sure we don't like store it within like the recording. It's crazy.
It's so intricate.
Nice.
Like you got to go through so many loopholes. You got to hash everything. You got to.
Yeah,
Now I'm assuming your SOC 2 as well.
yeah, of course. And then we
Yeah.
have to make sure they sign a BAA.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
For it to be HIPAA compliant. Forget what that actually stands for because of yeah.
I just did the research like yesterday.
Nice.
But no, like especially in the technical side of things, like we have to be so compliant. And when I'm going to like the vibe coding things now, like I'm seeing everyone vibe code things, and I forgot which one of you said it on the vibe coding things. Like everyone, you're like, oh, you can easily vibe code it. True, but no one does the compliance side. A vibe code, yes, you can vibe code an MVP, but none of them actually are compliance. Like they know like Vanta won't make it compliant. Like legally, they won't. Because like there's
A
just-
vibe coded app.
yeah, like they won't compliance it because there's so many loopholes in breaking into a vibe coding structure.
SOC
What's
2.
like that app that I think goes
T,
on the
the
news.
T app.
Yeah.
The T app that got broken into, yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about that? Or
You
Yeah.
told me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
no.
funny.
The SOC 2
There's-
Did you hear about-
compliance.
They,
is
they
the
really
craziest
spilled the
thing.
tea.
They spelled
Literal
all the
God.
T.
I have no idea what that is, but
It
anyways,
was a dating app for women to basically rate guys, right? And
Yeah, it was like
to
like
rate
women-
rate guys.
rate.
Rate, yeah.
TE.
Okay.
So it was like if you're a girl, you would go on the T app and like upload a picture of the guy or their social medias to
And-
see
and
if any other
everyone-
girls had dated him, and then they would be like,
texting
know,
back and forth.
yeah, like
and-
oh that guy's like he's been around the block or whatever.
and they actually
and
got like a couple
in
lawsuits.
NDA.
For that.
But they had to
NDA, have them
upload.
sign the NDA.
Yeah, but they had to upload their driver's license to make sure they were like a female, like like they
yeah,
were.
they were actually female. And
Yeah, like
obviously
not
there's
like a
ways
guy
around
trying
that.
to get in there.
So what we did was
But to finish the story, someone it was vibe coded
Yep.
and it was stored on what's that
Firebase.
public? Yeah,
Firebase.
like a public data
Public
storage,
data
right?
Storage, yep. Public
Mhm.
DB.
And someone just found it, and then they got all of the licenses and obviously have their address, so they like they made like a map with all the
They made a
girls with their
global map.
addresses.
Oh
A
wow.
lot of them got death threats too, and I think some like a couple got hurt after that too, because a lot of guys were mad at that, like, because like
All the ones
Yeah.
that they're talking shit about.
so
Yeah.
like what we did to just break the system is we got one of our friends that were girls. They were like, hey, give me the license, right? And this was
The
a fake
logins?
license, and like fake licenses, like they got through.
Well, yeah, because I'm sure they weren't even.
Yeah.
It was just like
No.
if you
Mm.
upload it and it
Yeah.
looked like a license.
So like
Upload my credit card and I'll be passed.
the identification
worse.
system that
All
they
these
had,
charges from Amazon.
like it's not even like, so there are certain API pulls and like licenses that you need to even consider to have all that like data that you have to be able to do, because I had to look into it because we're actually going to implement that system into our platform.
Yeah, it's someone
there,
ID.
there are like federal licenses that we need to even consider doing something like that.
ID me. Remember all the Good Leap, Infin, all the finance
Oh, yeah.
companies.
Yep.
Yeah, IDme.com.
They all have licenses that
Yeah.
you need for those, and they didn't even
To
have
get
that.
licenses.
Yeah. So like you
Yeah.
could put your license in, but like they legally could not take them.
How did
So-
that make you feel when that happened?
I don't know. We used a fake ID, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh,
But-
why were you in the T app?
We're trying to see the T.
He's young and curious.
We're young,
Very
man,
young and
and
curious.
we love to break things. Well, I do.
It's
that was
where-
it was
it's where
actually
the
out of
fixing comes in,
curiosity.
Yeah.
He's like, let me see what they're saying about me on this app.
I can't even be on the app.
PJB
that point in
the s-
time,
in
I
the
wasn't old enough.
streets.
I was 17 when it broke.
I don't know if you should be. talking about
Wait,
that.
wait a minute. Yeah, don't.
No, I'm just playing.
It's
Anyway.
not
Who
illegal.
cares?
They
But
they
just in
uploaded a
general,
picture of PJ like that guy's super arrogant.
That's
Is that
fine.
what-
No,
go
he's
for
just
it.
confident. Leave it. leave
Very
it be.
confident.
What do y'all know about that picture that he just showed us?
Exactly. That was on the T app. That's
I'm
how.
on a T app.
That's
yeah.
why I was talking.
But,
He
No,
doesn't
it's-
look like
it's-
his Tinder profile.
You have to
pic.
be extremely compliant on a lot of
He's a
things.
catfish.
Are you GDPR?
GDPR, you have to be if you're HIPAA compliant. You
Oh,
have
is,
to
is
be
that a
both.
requirement?
It's not a requirement, but I
I'm
don't
like-
remember, to be honest. It
'cause-
was we did it
that's
around
Europe-based
a
only.
year and a half ago. Huh?
Because that's Europe based only. Are you CCPA?
I don't TCPA compliant.
CCPA.
TCPA, Telecommunication Protection
That's
Act.
one, but there's also CCPA.
TCPA. I don't know, to be honest.
That's your.
I'll let my
waste.
legal team speak on that for you.
Right.
But
Oh.
in general, like that's just life in the tech world.
GDPR, we have it on our website.
So
I don't know. I didn't look.
So
Are you
that
SNPR?
means we are.
Oh.
Just because it's on our website, right?
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, maybe it is. It's on my website, but I'm
Hmm.
not.
Are you SNPR compliant?
You're gonna have to English that for us.
SNPR.
English.
No, I just made that up.
he's-
I was just
I was
like-
like,
Everyone's
what-
throwing out acronyms
Yeah.
out there. I was
How
like,
how do you, now?
me
How do
join it.
you like differentiate your product from everybody else? Because I mean, everything AI. I know they got all these AI systems and stuff, dialers and things of that nature. How would you what makes yours stand out above all the rest of the competitors?
Yeah. I mean, there's not.
Or there's
I'd
not
say
even
the thing that sticks out to people about us is like the how we sell and how we market, and that's what it comes down to. Because anybody can build anything nowadays, and really just
Right.
and if you, it really comes down to how good you are at selling and marketing. So if you the thing that sets us apart is, and then of course your delivery, but they don't know about that delivery until they're actually become a client, right?
right.
So
Okay.
the only way to set yourself apart when they ask the type of question is to be like, I'm not so sure. Like, we are the best fit. There might be somebody better than us, right? Disarming the bomb. It's sales 101, right? People want what they can't have, so you got to take it away from them.
Mhm.
So that would be like one way. And then like you don't want to be a product pusher, a feature pusher. It's like I could come and show you some crazy stuff that no other company guaranteed has because I know my competitors,
Right.
and you could give a crap about that. People want human connection first, and then they want the product second. So that would be number one differentiator, and the same thing with the marketing. You have to market and sell the exact same way. You got to go against the human, the
Mhm.
natural behavior of like, sales as a whole. Like people are like, think when you first think of sales, like what's the first thing you think of when you think of a salesperson? Like first thing.
They want money from me.
What else?
I mean, commission breath.
Mission
As
breath?
far as like depending
like
on
a
how
car
they,
salesman.
yeah,
Yeah. So like,
how they approach you. I'm like, man, what are you trying to say? So I mean,
What are you trying to sell to me? Like I don't want it.
So the thing is I'm already shut down.
sure.
So
Exactly.
then you would have to disarm me, like, hey, wait a minute, loosen up, homie. I'm trying to,
Yeah, or I don't care if you do it or not.
Right.
Everybody else is already doing it. Here's
Mhm.
why they're doing it, and
Yeah.
you got to figure out their personality. So it's all going to come down to that because the first day, the first 24 hours, the first 12 hours, the first 1 minute of them being onboarded into our system,
Right.
they see immediately that it was the best decision that they ever made because of our onboarding process, because of our communication, because of how flawless everything is executed.
Right,
They get
right,
this
yeah.
video, that video, do this. They get text message reminders, right? It's all like it didn't used to be, but it's flawlessly executed now because we've done enough onboardings, over 600 companies now. In
Oh damn, that's tripled
So-
since we last talked.
no, like 600 companies like using the platform, like onboarding
Yeah,
on it.
Last time you told me it was 283.
There's 283 like direct businesses, but there's
Oh.
resellers of the platform. So those
Mm.
direct businesses, we also have resellers out of that 283. So
I
like
see.
they're all using our same processes for onboarding. So with that,
So I'm a reseller
So
of
Okay.
how many
everything
clients do
AI,
you
yeah.
have?
Okay, that makes sense.
15.
15.
Yeah.
So it's like same thing. Like
I would say two other things like about James, and I say James because it's like obviously it's everything AI,
Sure,
but
it's not Jim. I'm just
and it's
about
it's,
Josh.
It's Luma.
So
not
one thing
Luca?
about Josh is, and you probably know this is like the biggest differentiator. I mean, there's a lot of things, but one is like the founder, right? It's James built it for himself first, right? He built a dialer for him and his team because he couldn't
Mhm.
find, a solution that he thought was good enough. And I think anyone who builds it for themselves first, then for anyone else, is going to have the best product because they are the user, right? So they're
Right.
getting that immediate feedback, and they're the ones that are gonna care the most. And then
Mhm.
a lot of companies nowadays, especially the AI ones, they're building it because of like, oh, it could be a $500 million business, and they're just really in it for the money. And again, I think James was just doing it for himself. And the other thing is like he just actually cares. Like he said, his onboarding process.
right.
I've seen it since it wasn't even functional yet,
Right.
and to where it's now, and just like the the care and again his execution, how we talked about before. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go, and he drove 6 hours, and he's just an action taker. So it's
Yeah.
like I give him feedback, and then the next day he's like, oh, we implemented
It's
what
fixed. It's
yeah, yeah.
done.
yeah. I was like,
So that's
'Cause-
that's I think Eric he's a action. He's like, hey man, you gotta whatever you do, act on it fast.
yeah, yeah.
So
And
anyways,
James is
yeah.
definitely has that trait, and because it was I remember specifically like the last
Mhm.
one, someone else I was like showing it to a client. He's like, oh, what's because the other one? It's like whenever they give the lead gives information, there's like a typing noise, when they say something.
Yeah.
And then I told James the next day, it's like, oh, we got it.
It's,
and I was
it's not there anymore. So I think when it comes to the market side of things, there's it's a big enough market for everybody,
yeah,
right? Everyone's like, oh, the market's crowded, but it's never about the market. It's about how well can you market your market.
yeah, no,
Right.
exactly.
How well can you sell your solution by marketing?
Yeah,
right.
And I think that's something
And that's a big
they
part
have
of it.
down. And then again, just
not
that.
enough. Never. It's not enough.
Yeah,
Like it's always just like, and the strategy, like what works yesterday doesn't work today, and what works
Today
tomorrow doesn't
won't
work tomorrow. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like literally yesterday, we had such a big switch up on LinkedIn. Like I'm in a group of LinkedIn creators. All of us are anywhere from 5,000 creators or very well known within those 5,000 people to like 150,000 followers on LinkedIn. And literally yesterday, Forbes 30 under 30 came out, and we all made a post in the morning about it, right? And usually our posts go from the 15 to 100,000 impressions, which is a lot on LinkedIn. None of us even broke 10,000. None
because
of
they
us.
had an update or what?
No, apparently. And like none of us were like,
All
"Damn."
these motherfuckers are copying to each other. Let's shut them down.
Well, so like literally there was like, well, not everyone made the same post, but like, there's so many. I think what it was an influx of like half the world being like, oh, Forbes 30 under 30 came out. Let's make a post about it.
Yeah.
Right. So that plus us. And then like, we're like, okay, well, why are none of our posts over 10,000 impressions? And most of our posts, like my last 5 posts were 10,000, 14,000, 67,000, and 97,000 impressions.
Wow.
So like, and then my recent post, 900.
Wow.
So
Exactly. That's just how
like,
the
it's-
space is. A
like, you
cost
never
per lead
know.
might double because it's Thanksgiving, and you
And-
got to be able to
yep.
shift. Make a
And-
freaking turkey ad.
And like literally, I made the turkey ad, and that's the one with 97,000 impressions.
Nice. What did that ad look like?
Shit.
While he's looking at that, I would say, you had mentioned what you've done yesterday might not work for today, and that makes you keep open minded. So, what's the roadmap look like in 2026 as far as what do you want to bring to the table with your company, and how do you want to evolve? That could be to both of y'all.
You can go first, bro.
What I'm gonna focus on mostly in that why I was kind of down for the live stream is switching the content to live streaming, right? And it's because I think there's a lot of streamers, but they're all kind of just lifestyle. And also with AI content going to get where it's going to get in 2026, I think that differentiator of like people not knowing who's a real person or not is going to be
Oh, it's
Like
gonna
the live
go
content.
skyrocket. Huh?
yeah. And then just like the feedback, right? Like now I'm just getting into
Mhm.
I've been just really this year into feedback from clients, from my employees, just from everything and acting on that. So I think the content will just be better if you can actually answer a question that someone has live instead of the podcast just being fixed on its current direction.
Wow, I like that.
That's so accurate. People are just are already so sick of like the fake, even the super edited videos are like going away like faster than ever right now.
Yeah, I
with
think
the
Sora died pretty quick.
The
like the
organic.
app.
Yeah.
I actually disagree. Especially like in our creator community, it didn't die. We just evolved into something different. Nobody's using Sora anymore to do marketing per se. everyone's using Sora and Gemini combined because Gemini can now make really good images.
Mhm.
And what people do is they take like 5 images, 5 separate motions, and they make 5 different images, and they put those 5 images into Sora and be like, hey, make this into a video
Hmm.
with the script. And what happens is now you have a moving motion with Sora, and now you also have the voice behind it. So it's now going into more elaborate videos, into the business side of space. Like everyone's making introduction videos with them, or like they're making like one of my friends. I just helped him create his business plan. He's trying to do a calisthenics app to teach people how to do calisthenics, and he's in calisthenics. He's been doing it for almost 2
I'll
years.
buy it. I'll buy it right now. I love handstands. Dope.
It's starting like $10 a month. That's it. Like it's very cheap. And, like he teaches you from step 1 to like wherever he is right now.
I think calisthenics are so dope because like it focuses mostly on like control, right? It's like all like the even like what's the word for it when like mobility.
Mobility.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just all about like mobility and strength and conditioning and this like
And core
other than
strength.
lift.
And
Yeah.
you know, even I would use this app. I've always wanted to start. I just never knew how. Right. And the entire app is free.
So how is he using Sora in it?
So
For
what he's
the
doing is
training
he's
videos?
having the training videos. He's taking, Gemini, hey, give me this is what I want the video to look like, but I want you to give me pictures of what the motion should look like. He's taking those 10 pictures and putting them into Sora. And
Yeah,
making
because
each-
Gemini can take videos and yeah, that's freaking crazy. I
Yeah.
saw that.
So like he can take each individual picture and now put it into Sora and now make it a video.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you can make a lot more easier, which is why it's gonna get flooded. Which
Right.
is,
But
that's like
he's-
one case
right,
is
that's one case. But
you
for
can
him,
do
he's
it.
using it for business related, and now he's got like really intricate video. And mind you, it's literally him doing the video. Like he's like, say it's a handstand. This
Yeah.
is how you do a handstand. He does it
He does it.
in 2 separate clips. Like he does one clip, and this is how you do the first 15
The
seconds.
first motion, second motion,
and then he clips them
uploads.
together using 10 different Sora clips, and it looks so realistic. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You know the videos that are going like the most viral right now is the like not the most but like some of the most viral videos pages right now, the faceless ones are the like the workouts of like the skeleton image, but
Yeah.
it's like if it's like highlighted on like the specific muscle portion
Yeah.
and then
Yup.
it's crazy how they do that.
I
'cause
love
it's-
those.
I watched them. They're fire. Have you
I
guys
love
seen
them.
those?
which ones?
It's like it's like a skeleton character, but they're like 3D, like printed, like looking like an avatar, and then they highlight like let's say they're getting the tricep, it'll be like bright red,
Oh yeah.
and then it'll be like to do a bench press, the first step is to arch your back, and then that part of the back will like light up,
yeah.
and then and so like it's crazy. 'cause
Yeah,
you-
like the actual like muscle will pop up.
exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
No, and
Yeah.
I mean I use Gemini, like how you said, like I'll
Yeah.
get the pictures first and then put them together. I
Yeah.
actually have a video that I use it as B-roll, but it's like of me installing a water system, and it looks like real, like I'm actually installing it, and I've never even seen one in person. But
so like it's
That's why
it's
But
yeah.
what I was talking about more is just like the marketing side, right? It's like right now I think we're going into a trust recession.
Mhm.
So I think the live content will
Just the unfiltered, no AI content.
And that-
Back
that
to
was-
your
But
question.
I'm still using it for like B-roll
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Was that the same answer for you? Or
No, I
what?
just was
Pivoting.
pivoting it, but no, like
But real-
100,000.
Have you seen the guy that I think he blew up, where it's like someone kind of getting rejected by a girl, like one of the videos, it's like the guy's gonna kiss him. He's like, Connor, you're my best friend, and then the guy's like, Connor, welcome to the gym, and then he's like, Connor, so what you're gonna do? And then he's just like literally saying his name the whole time, and I just think it's hilarious. And it's
I
like,
love those intro videos.
yeah, but he uses that whole like kind of stuff, like the muscle stuff. But that's like my favorite fitness
Yeah.
creator right now. He's so funny.
Yeah, no, I love those videos with those freaking crazy hooks.
For me, like do you guys know Carter PC?
No.
So basically what he does is he does, tech topics like every day, like every video it's a tech topic of just him filming and giving information. And at the end it's like, hey Carter. Hello, Carter here is what one of his videos is. Let me go pull it up because it's really fun.
Sick. This is at the end of the beginning.
It's at the beginning. No, end.
Well, since we're talking about the other guy that I like is Tony, the Asian dude with the signs. Have you seen that guy?
Man, I'm so way gone.
Yeah, He just does. He just find
I
like
must be a dinosaur right now.
he
in reference to
usually rage baits like all
Okay.
the liberal
really.
woke. Like one of them's like, a trans, and he's like, I'm a woman, and then he just pops up. He's like, you're not a woman. Shut up. He's like, well, LC signs. We do like, and then he just kind of goes into his pitch. But
You know,
Mhm.
this is what one of the videos looked like.
Are just them flexing about how much of your information they've collected. Carter here. We're doing too much.
I don't know.
now.
It's just something random and interesting to me.
I don't think anyone here laughed at that video. Is that a funny one?
It's-
I'm just
it's
kidding.
I
Whatever
smile whenever
you
I see
like.
it.
But I don't think
Everyone has
that you're a
different humor.
dinosaur because like you don't know it is very niche. But like yeah, just like it follows the same like roadmap of like catching somebody off guard with like the hook or like someone jumping off a balcony and the creator freezes them in like mid air and then pitches their service or offer and then lets
Ah.
it play out, right? It's just like the specific
yeah,
types
yeah,
of hooks. But strategy for 2026 is 1000% to become a trusted character in the AI space that people can trust to actually go to like a valid source of information that's not 100% AI generated. So that's one of my biggest goals because this is the last year. I'd say 2026 is even like to create an actual real personal brand that people can actually like know and trust to go to for information. And that's a very opinionated statement, but that's definitely my biggest goal for next year because. and
Why do you
this
think
coming
it's
up
the
year-
last year?
Why do I think it's the last year? The reason I think it's you know what? I just think that it's content's just becoming less and less trustworthy for people right now with the way the AI is going. So just creating that lasting figure that's actually real content and actually like super raw, unedited. People are gonna know, love, and trust that more than where the content's headed right now. So that's why I feel like it's last year because it's just going more and more that way.
Yeah, dude. You should. I've gotten a lot of AI knowledge and tactics from
Mhm.
James. I'm like, bro, you should make a content about this. It's just fire.
So speaking about fire, I'm gonna transition into some rapid fire questions. I guess for both of y'all. So let's get into it. Speed or precision? Which one wins?
Speed.
Speed. 100% speed.
Okay.
Okay, hold up.
We
Repeat
talked
that.
about execution already.
You said speed or what?
Precision.
Speed or precision?
Precision, for me. And,
Okay.
and I
What's
think,
the
I
right
thi- I-
answer?
I think it depends on the market and the kind of
It's
company
it's
that you
a,
have.
it's
Opinion?
rapid. Yeah, it's opinionated question.
It's-
Gotcha.
Well, it depends
Precision for
on,
me.
on the context of how fast and how precise.
For my company specifically, it has to be precise more than it has to be speed.
But you said that one of your biggest regrets was reading too many books and taking too long to start.
Right.
Could have been
But
speedier.
Right. I could have been speedier about that. But when
I don't
it
know if
comes
that's
to
the word.
client work, that has to be precise more than it has to be accurate. Like it has to be more accurate and precise than it has to be fast. Because my clients are VCs and they're paying, $2,500
Yeah.
bucks a month for this. Right. So it can't hallucinate. It has to be more precise. And it can do it in 10 seconds, but it's gonna be inaccurate.
But isn't what you're giving them speed?
It normally takes a week. It takes now it takes 10 minutes.
The reason I said speed is because I let a video that I watched like that exact question, speed or execution, and the guy said speed, the other person said execution, and the guy actually like read off like the reason that speed wins and like the actual percentage of why it wins, and like scientifically wins every single time over precision. Just because obviously you have to have the right denominators, like it's like how much speed and how much.
And
Precision.
that's accurate in certain businesses,
Mhm.
right? And it has to, the what's it called?
It's rapid fire. So next
Yeah,
question.
Next.
Yeah. So what's
Wait.
the overrated?
Last thing though is the speed
yeah.
gives you more reps, and more reps gives you more precision.
Right.
But again, this depends on the context.
What
It
did
depends
Bruce
on the
Lee
context.
say? Don't fear the man.
That's what he said.
Don't
fear the
the
man, fear the
That-
man with 10,000 kicks.
that knows 10,000 kicks. Fear the man that knows that one
One
kick,
kick.
that he's practiced 1,000 times.
You know,
10,000 times,
10,000
yeah.
10,000 times.
Yep. So
All right, rapid
I was just thinking of
speed
the-
next. The speed fire.
What
Let's go- we keep. That's why his
What
podcast
is
so long.
what is the overrated AI buzzword that you think is out right now?
AI.
ChatGPT.
Just AI in general.
Yeah, just in general, I think buzzword.
Chat GPT.
Native AI, like see it so
Oh,
often.
what do they say? The agentic AI.
Oh yeah,
Get the
agentic
fuck
AI.
out of here.
I think that just the AI is going to do everything for you, or like AI is gonna replace
AI is
your
going to
job.
take your job.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Like
That's the
it's
for sure.
not factual.
Morning or night person?
Night.
Night.
I gotta go with morning now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm naturally a night. I'm trying to be more of a morning
Yeah,
person.
I gotta be more morning, but like right now, I don't got any clients to respond to yet. So right now, we're just building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
feel
night,
like
I think night's the best time to build.
I felt like I was more creative when I was building at night. People aren't like bothering me, but it's like you gotta work and you gotta know when to turn it off and to be able to wake up the next morning as fresh as you were the next day.
I
'Cause,
can
like,
do that.
yeah.
It's
What's-
chill. I just need a coffee.
So
Or
what
you're-
is
you're 19? or
what
18?
activity? Favorite activity for like downtime to like just get out of the workspace. What do you do?
I go to TikTok and scroll my educational content. And
Okay.
I go to LinkedIn and scroll.
Yeah. Besides that, I like to play soccer. So I do that too.
Okay. Other than like actual like I use LinkedIn as education. Honestly, there's so much educational content
So
on there.
scrolling is an activity. I mean, any other activity outside of just sitting and scrolling?
Going to Trevor's house.
Because he, okay.
y'all can come next
But
Monday.
I mean, he said like soccer. Do you any hobbies or anything? Maybe even playing video games. I don't know.
no,
No.
I go to the gym and work. That's
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah.
okay, all right. So working
Bro,
out for you.
And this guy, but
Working
this
out.
not even, bro. This guy takes his laptop to the gym. He'll FaceTime me. He has his laptop. Or
Wow.
Yeah.
at the
While I'm
gym.
doing
know,
squats,
know.
I'll put my laptop up and then fold it
You know
up. for the day.
now sometimes like at like 4 a.m. I'm just like what the fuck is that? It's fine. Cancel that. That's unrelated.
What's
Um,
oh
Canceled.
what's I was gonna so as far as what's the one feature of RizDAO that you're most proud of?
I'd say the latency of how fast the AI can respond. We've worked on that endlessly.
That's
Nice.
pretty quick.
the most important thing I saw was the
Speed.
whole marketing thing,
Yeah.
like just the integrated marketing.
Yeah, from the front end, and the reason I'm most proud of that one is just because of how much work we put into it. But the marketing side is 100% what catches everybody else's eyes as fast as possible because it solves such a big problem for
Mhm.
businesses. Then they realize they don't have to go hire a marketing agency to run their ads anymore. They don't need 50 logins to different business managers and different
Wait.
tabs.
How well does yours work for LinkedIn?
How much what?
How well does it work for LinkedIn?
To be honest, I haven't never personally run ads on LinkedIn. I could
Well, you said
check
you
with
just
some of
launched
the
the first campaign today,
but,
right?
like,
In LinkedIn.
through the platform. I haven't. I have some users that have. I would say same as if you were to launch regularly, except for you just have more control over, your actual ads themselves, the keywords, and AI is actually sifting through the keywords, the interest, the targeting, and shutting off and adjusting the budget and lifetime. So it's
Mm.
doing the same thing that. So you can
A media
launch
buyer
your
would do.
you can go launch your ads or have a professional like launch your ads on LinkedIn and then connect it to our platform and it'll optimize that ad for you.
If
We'll
you
chat after.
oh okay, so if you had to rebuild everything from scratch, what's the first system you would build? This is the last question, and that can go for you as
For
well.
system, I
yeah.
would definitely build the fulfillment system first. Fulfillment's everything that matters. If you have good fulfillment, you can keep your sales team with their belief at a 10. So people always say you take a level 10 salesperson with a level 2 belief or a level level 1 salesperson with a level 10 belief, and the person with the level 10 belief is going to outsell the person with the level 1. You know, sales psychology or personality or whatever. So I would 100%. It would just be start with fulfillment, like from ground one. Don't worry about sales. Don't worry about market. Don't worry about anything. Just fulfill for 1 or 2 people, even if it's for free, to where it's like you got them that result as fast as humanly possible, and they love the result that they got. Dial in your systems, processes, and a fulfillment system as far as an operational or even just like automations, just simple automations.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be step number 1 for me.
Did you want to answer that?
Yeah, I'll probably say the same thing and just really focus on the onboarding.
Okay.
Yeah, the onboarding process for clients, and but it's pretty much the same because it's once you get them off the ground in the first week and have success in the first week, like they're gonna stay forever.
Perfect.
And
perfect.
yeah, all about that MRR and referrals.
Nice. Where do you have any special offers to your ideal clients, or anything as far as you want to put in the description for people to follow up with you, or if they want to learn more about you and things of that nature? I don't know if you have a special offer to offer to our audience.
Yeah, actually, I do. So, just over the past month, I've been working very, very vigorously on building out our school community. So we only have members in there that are actual members of the software and actually like paying subscription members. But basically, what we're doing is we're opening up the community to the public, but it's still private community. So we're doing it for the next 50 people that want access to see kind of what the platform does, how it works, the practical use cases. We even have like tools in there where you can like get very, very amazing clarity on where you are at in your business, how much revenue you're missing out on, and how you can actually use practical AI to fulfill whatever that solution is. And instead of just buying fluff, like you're actually doing the calculations yourself and seeing where the AI best fits. So you're actually discovering it yourself versus having somebody sell you on it. So we're opening that up, our private community for our paid members, completely free for the next 50 members. And that's the offer right now that we're running.
And where they? What link is that?
It's
Or what's?
school.
Oh, okay. School. and then
everything.ai.com.
all right, we'll put that description in there.
School with a C. School
Wait.
with a C.
I mean the
With
S.
a K.
with the K.
I was like S.
I was like, wait a minute.
Everyone's one letter off today.
Yeah, school with a K. Yeah, .evry. So
Mhm.
everything is spelled wrong. It's missing a letter too.
Just go
And
to
Damn.
Go on,
So
just
so
search
so we're
everything AI.
missing letters, and now we're also not saying
Replacing.
names right. Come on, man.
Crazy.
What about social media handles that people can follow you at, or just stay up to, up with you?
it's AI Guy Official on IG.
Let's go. Well, anyways, we want to thank you, James and Chris, for returning. You guys
Thanks for
always
getting
have
my name right.
What happened?
nothing. I was, you got to remember JP and PJ. Forward,
I
backwards.
remembered you guys, yeah.
No, I'm just messing. Anyways, though. But we appreciate you for listening to this episode with James and Chris. At the meantime, in between time, make sure you like, you subscribe, and you comment. And you guys.
Wasteland. Do me a favor, don't do me no favors. I don't wanna hear what you did for me. Who said I was perfect? Don't look at the surface. I'm not the one looking for empathy. Locking. I got some people that's watching. Locking. Lost in the rhythm, I got it. Rocking. Baby, I know you got options. Because I want you. I need